All right. With the lights out, it's less dangerous. With the lights out, it's less dangerous. Here we are now. Entertain us. Sucker! Sucker! Oh, I am definitely reaching a peak right there, so that probably clipped. It's hard for me to get good headroom in the headphones while keeping the microphone gain down enough to not clip when I make a loud noise. That was the one good thing about this mic that we're getting ready to disregard. Because this is the second time today I'm shooting this video. Because the first one, like, it was almost clipping like the whole way through. So let me. Oh, all right, there we go. Switch to camera 5, and ooh, I'm just going to show you the difference in sound. With the EQ, it's not really making a whole lot of difference. But, you know, we haven't sculpted this but so much. I want to be able to try to record some stuff flat through the ATEM so that I can go over it in post. And, you know, generally when you record vocals in the studio, you want to record everything perfectly flat and without compression or anything to give you greater flexibility in post when you go to mix everything down. So I should be running the compressor, but, you know, this compressor is really introducing some noise. And we've got a gate over here, but, you know, gates are, yeah, yeah, I know I can adjust it, but it's, you know, the gates aren't too fun. The expander works for that a little bit better, but it still kind of loses its natural balance. Shooting videos, you might, you know, go through something like this, especially if you're doing like I've been doing here lately and putting music over top of the dialogue. I will not include dialogue on this one. Sorry about that noise right there, but because I want it to be pure. This is literally just a video of me re-testing this microphone rig. So let me get you up to speed a little bit. About a month or so ago, I bought this Wave Elgato, this Elgato Wave microphone, and for my use case, it ended up being a complete waste of money. Let me tell you just straight out, my biggest gripes about it is the headphone preamp is absolute shit. The microphone preamp and the Element both are meh. The frequency range does not feel very wide. I'm very much accustomed to more musical microphones than what this is. I either should have spent the money on the cables and adapters that I needed or gone to the storage shed knowing that I had those cables and adapters sitting in a duffel bag in the fucking storage shed. I digress. We'll get to that. But if you're not like me and you don't already have equipment, what I'm running right now is way more expensive than the $70 I paid for this little Elegante. But honestly, you know, I would highly recommend if you don't have other stuff to use, and an interface and a good microphone are the best combo, but it is going to run you a little bit more if you need USB and a microphone in one, or I should say a microphone with a built-in USB interface. I would highly recommend spending the extra $20-$30 or whatever it is and get like the Audio Technica AT2020. Was it the AT2020 Plus or the AT2020X, something like that. Anyway, I haven't used that one, but I have used the AT2020 XLR, and it was fantastic. You know, I mean, for the price, for the $100, you're not going to get a better mic than the AT2020 was. The beauty of the AT2020 was just that it was a $100 mic with a clean element that was a wide enough frequency range and, you know, perfectly flat, which is where you want your condenser microphone to be. You want it to be flat so that you have more flexibility in post. The more time you spend on EQ trying to uncolor your vocal sound, you know, yeah, the quicker you get to, you know, your mix. So what I've got running now is definitely a lot more pricey. I solved the noise problem that I was having. If you read my Facebook post or whatever about this, you know, it was not this that was introducing the noise into the signal. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing about this. Just the audio drivers on here also suck. Latency is terrible. It does have direct monitoring, but you can't hear any of the processing done. Well, I mean, you can't this way either, but, you know, there's workarounds. I digress. Again, this is an SE2200A2C, you know, whatever that be. This is actually the same microphone that Amy Winehouse used on the Back in Black, I think it was. And it is a really good microphone. It actually is a really, really good microphone. I highly recommend this microphone. This microphone was, I think, around $230, somewhere around that price range. You know, it's a good pickup. It's a really good pickup, and it comes with the shock mount and everything. But yeah, the AT2020 XLR was a fantastic microphone when I still had it. Just, yeah, perfectly flat and clean, you know, flat and clean. That's exactly what you want. And MXL also, MXL you've got to be really careful with and make sure you read the reviews when you're dealing with MXL, because a lot of their products are like Behringer in that, you know, they can be really hit or miss. Some of them are fantastic. Some of them are shit. Like I had the Mogami, well, I still have it. It's in the closet somewhere. The Mogami V69, I think, tube condenser. And basically what it is it's a condenser microphone, cardioid pattern, but it's got a little power box with a preamp tube built into it. And it is a very good, warm microphone. It's a little bit cumbersome for what I'm trying to do here, and this SE is fucking fantastic. So what I got right here is the SE running into the TouchMix 16 that I got sitting over here. Pardon my fucking mess. Pardon my mess. I'm sorry. And then I have the TouchMix 16 running into the rear 3 and 4 inputs on my PreSonus, whatever you want to call it, 192 Studio 192 USB 3 interface. And there is a reason I want to touch on this, that I'm using the rear inputs, because the rear inputs bypass the preamps built into the unit. And because I'm running another board with its own preamps into the interface, those are the inputs that you want to use. The front inputs have got those preamps on it for microphones and for guitar instruments, you know, like guitars. And so, yeah, you know, you want to buy another trick when you're using, you know, just any line level source going into preamps like that is to just turn the gain all the way down, because that line level source is going to be way too loud to use the gain. You know, just turn your pre-gain all the way down. Anyway, so yeah, so I'm running that into the Studio 192. Then the 192 is running to the USB on my computer, clearly, as you can't see because it's not in frame. And the output, the main out of my Studio 192 is going into my ATEM Extreme ISO. And then the headphones on the ATEM Extreme ISO are going into my Mackie Big Knob studio monitor that then drives two sets of monitors so that I can reference mixes back and forth. I've got a nice set of JBLs. I forget the model number. It was a model back, I don't know, probably a decade ago or more, that had they came with a little measurement microphone, so they've got like built-in automatic room measurement. It's really, really cool. And then I've got a smaller set of PreSonus studio monitors to reference on the side. And then I'm actually running the headphones that I'm wearing now out of the headphone jack of the PreSonus studio monitors, and so that I can just easily plug and unplug whenever I need to use the headphones or use those as side reference. That was very long-winded. That was extremely long-winded. Wyndham, I am sorry. I am so sorry. How's my Canadian guy? How's my Canadian guy? Eh? I'm sorry. But overall, I have so far been pretty pleased with the results that I've been getting. Oh, yeah. The way that I solved the noise problem that we were getting before, I fixed with the ground loop isolator. Basically, what happens a lot of times is you mix your unbalanced and balanced sources in the same signal chain, and it ends up introducing what comes across as kind of like RF interference. It's just like electric noise. What I was hearing in my headphones, well, through the connection, basically from the touch mix, was it sounded kind of like a fax machine or a phone ringing randomly. And so what I did is, of course, I'm running XLR from the touch mix into the PreSonus, the 192, and then from the 192, before I go to the ATEM, since that's where I'm switching to 1/8 inch or converting, adapting down to 1/8 inch from 1/4 inch, that's where I put the ground loop isolator. So I'm basically running 2 1/4 inch outputs into a ground loop isolator that then converts it into a analog 1/8 inch cord, essentially. Auxiliary, or whatever you want to call it. 3.5 millimeters. I just need to figure out something to give myself better headphone volume. I think what I need to do is just start hooking it up to an actual headphone amp again. I used to have, what is that company called? I want to say Fios, but that don't seem right. But it was a little headphone amp that I would put between, at the time, my MP3 player and my headphones, just to give me more volume and to amplify that signal, you know? And it worked great. It worked really, really, really good. And it was nice and clean, you know? It didn't muddy or distort the bass or the high end or any of that, you know? It's nice and clean, baby. Nice and clean. And it was, I think that I had paid maybe like $30 or something for that thing. I wish I knew where it was now, because I know I didn't throw it away or give it away or sell it or anything. So, you know, it's around here somewhere. It's just, God only knows where that is. It might have ended up in my butt. Or maybe Mr. P ate it. So the other nice thing about the Studio 192, and something that I wish they would add, so you have this universal control for the Studio 192, as well as a whole bunch of other PreSonus. Oh, am I gaining in there? I almost bought the PreSonus Revelator. And the reason I almost bought it, I want a interface that's, or that's why I bought the Elgato, something that I could travel with if I needed to. Not that I ever expect to, but, it'd be nice. But more importantly, the Resonator or the Revelator, whatever it's called, has a what they're calling their loop back channels. Basically, it's a couple virtual channels, and then you have submixes for those. You have submixes for the whole thing. And so, it makes creating a mix minus mix a lot easier. So basically what I would do is I bring in somebody on, we'll say Facebook Messenger or whatever, and just put their picture up in the corner there, whatever. And then I would, instead of streaming, I would double the stream back, even though I'd be recording in the ATEM, I'd be streaming the video back to the computer to stream to my guest. And then I would send them a separate signal than what's going back into the ATEM and being recorded or streamed without their voice, so that they don't, hear themselves talking over themselves. The only caveat to that is that then if I want them to hear something that's playing back through the ATEM, then I'll need to stream through OBS so that I can send so that I can bring that same audio in and, instead of running my microphone into the ATEM, run it directly to the computer through the Studio 192, and then, mix it from there. Unfortunately, the Studio 192 version of Universal Console does not have those virtual channels and loopback. And PreSonus, if you watched this lazy video for whatever reason, please add that. I don't think you'd have to update the firmware or anything on the Studio 192 because it's all software. So, hook a brother up, hook a dude up, give me some submixes in this. I would really appreciate it, because the Studio 192 is not a cheap interface. It was not cheap at all. And it's a perfectly capable solution for streaming and broadcast and podcast and whatever have you, so let us, let's get into that potential a little bit, is what I'm saying, baby, is what I'm saying. And so, I couldn't justify, being that, I don't know if anybody even really wants to, come do a live stream or a video with me, but I just want the capability. But I don't think it's worth paying that, couple $100 or whatever to be able to do that when I've got a perfectly capable streaming solution here. The only thing is just that, I can still send my audio from the microphone to the ATEM and then to a guest on here at the same time anyway. The only difference will be is just that I won't have the ability to, I'll have the ability to stream through OBS, but not to give him, his own loopback channel on here in order to create him his own submix. You know what I'm saying. I can't talk. I'm sorry. But aside from, not having those submixes, there are submixes with the, there are submixes that you can utilize. There are actually 8 separate outputs on the back that you would hook up into, such as like this headphone amp I got down here. It doesn't work very well. It's a cheap Behringer, but basically you can hook like 8 different sets of headphones into it, and you got different mixes, you know, for each channel. And that's brilliant. The only problem is, for my situation here, I need a submix to send to somebody through the streaming. I need to stream a separate mix. And that's not possible this way without rigging up an output from one of those headphone jacks back to the computer as another separate input. I could probably, I don't know, I might be able to figure something better out. I might be able to figure something for that out eventually. I just have to apply myself. I also hooked up another microphone back here for P, but he's not in he, so you can't really hear he. I don't know where that jerk is. He's off somewhere taking a nap. I guarantee it. Yeah, that fool is always napping off somewhere. So the first video that we shot was a lot more fun than this one is. But I went ahead and deleted it because the gain was up too high. It was clipping, and I did not like it. You know, part of the point of shooting that one and this one now is a test. So this one might not go anywhere either. I might end up deleting this because, yeah, I don't really know for sure until I listen back to it through my JBLs. I can only hear so much in the headphones, but, you know. All right, let's try some of our little, my voice is cracked, so this is going to be hard, but I'm going to try some voiceover tests. You think that Shaq got rich playing in Orlando? No. Shaq got rich playing in college. Everybody knows that. Dude, I swear, you rip on me 13 or 14 more times, I'm out of here. As it says in the book of Proverbs, help, I've fallen, and I can't get up. Mother's cool reptilian womb ain't so cold tonight. My fingers trace the exit wounds by graveyard light. There's bone dust in my throat and everything is dead. But it's all right. Take it easy. You bleed so easy. Shipping update from Kiru. Your order is on its way. Coming soon to a house of perv. Oh, I wish my voice hadn't gone out. Here I am trying to do the microphone test after my voice done gone out, you know? That is not too that is pretty shabby, I guess. That is pretty fucking shabby. Lean all the way back and talk to you like this. I think this is probably about as far out as... How far out are you, man? That's pretty far out, man. That's pretty far out. I am leaned back. I am leaned back and chilling. So, I'm not like them, but I can pretend. Hello, hello, hello. Is there anybody in there? Just not if you can hear me. Is there anyone at home? Can you relax? I need some information first. Just the basic facts. Can you show me where it hurts? There is no pain. You are receding, ball. A distant ship, smoke on that horizon. You're only coming through in waves. Your lips move. I can't hear what you're saying. When I was a child, I had a fever. My hands felt just like two balloons. Now I got that feeling once again, ball. I can't explain. You will not understand. It's not how I am, ball. But I've become comfortably numb. Like a bum. I think I'm dumb. Maybe just happy. I am fucking dumb. Hey. Yeah, I really dig that Jesus guy. Really? Sure. The kids love him. Happy Tart? Yo, I don't know who needs to hear this right now, but scoobity-dabbity doobity-doobity-doo and doobity-doo. Scoobity-bee-bop-bop-ba, poop-pop-pop-ba. I'm clipping, that's the problem with not having a compressor on. Scoobity-da-da-da-da, doobity, scoobity-da-da. Hey. Hey, I'm one of 9 monkeys. Poppy was a big gorilla, and Mimi was an old frog. She was our old frog. Guess I'm the big gorilla now. 1, 2, 3, Pee-wee. In case you didn't hear me, 1, 2, 3, Pee-wee. Pee-wee. And Tee-wee. Don't forget about that. 1, 2, 3, Tee-wee. You know what I think? I think I need a little pull off of my happy stick. That's the technical term for this. Is a happy stick. So let's take a pull off of the happy stick. Ooh, that was nice. That was very nice. I do believe that this is runts. Is this the runts? It's such a little runt. And I appreciate you, runt. I want to love you. I want to suck on you. I want to suck you off, runt. I want to suck you off, runt. I am sorry for going there. I am sorry for going there. I am so sorry. Oh, that's not the button. That is a button. Nice. That is nice. That is so fucking tasty. That is so fucking tasty. Tasty, mama. My watch is telling me to get moving, and I don't know. I'm not. My watch can kiss my ass. Kiss my pasty white ass. Hello. I love you. Won't you tell me your name? She lives on Love Street. Lingers long on Love Street. She has a house and garden. I would like to see what happens through the window and the walls till the ketchup drips down my... Wait. Tonight in the news. fat guys choose not to booze, but to zone off and need a couple fruit chews. That would be awesome. Fruit chews would be amazing. Emphysemic ASMR. Emphysemic ASMR. How does that sound? Back to the fruit chews. Who's bringing me fruit chews? That would be amazing. Fruit chews would be amazing. Or maybe Skittles. Skittles. Sour Patch Kids. Am I hitting all the trigger words? I know I'm hitting mine. Malt pretzel balls. Pizza without pineapple. Crusty thong. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Got him. Got him. Got him. Did them two guys get with you earlier? You know, them two guys. These nuts. Got him. Boom, bang, tan, da, da, boom, boom, tan. I can't beat back, so I just dunk. Boom, da, da, dunk. Boom, dunk. Boom, da, da, bang. Mother, do you think she's good enough? Mother, do you think she's dangerous? Mother, will she try to break my balls? I hope not, because, you know, I am not into that. No. Back to blue. That's my safe word because it's the only time I'll ever say it. That's why you should always pick a safe word that you would normally never say. So that's why back to blue is my safe word phrase. Bite my shiny metal ass. So, do you got those fruit chews for me yet? I could really go for them fruit chews. Did you bring me the fruit chews, please? Come on. I want fruit chews. I want some fruit chews. What happens if I could talk it to the top and that sounds stupid. Because, you know, that's not where the element goes. This is a cardioid pattern from the front. It's supposed to reject the top side. But as you can hear, the cardioid pattern doesn't eliminate everything. Of course, no pickup pattern generally is going to eliminate everything. You know, I'm just saying, some to greater degrees than others, but this one has a pretty nice pattern, and I like that it has this little bass roll off right here. We got bass, and then if we flip the switch like that, I am sorry about your popping, and watch out because we're about to pop it again, so we can let the bass drop. And the other one is a pad, and so I'm not even going to bother with that one. I am not going to bother with the pad. I don't bother with the pads, baby. I do not bother with the pad. We don't need that right now. What we really need, fruit chews. But I'll settle out of court right now for some fruit roll-ups. Fruit roll-ups? Come on. Come on, guy. Come on, guy. Look me in the eye. Come on, guy. I'm high. I want some fruit roll-ups, please. Please send fruit roll-ups. It's an emergency. Okay, I think I'm ready to read something now. Let me find something that I can actually read, because this is some small writing. Give me a moment. I guess I'm going to have to pull the glasses out. Nearly bankrupted myself $9 for, these glasses, and I don't hardly ever use them. Hi. Name's Clark Kent. How you doing? Let's see. Do I read top or bottom? Fuck. I still can't read it. You son of a bitch. Product has passed state certified laboratory testing for biological, microtoxins, heavy metals. Yeah, I like that heavy metal, baby. Residual solvents and pesticide chemical residue analyst. Storing instructions. Please store product in a cool, dark, and dry place. And thank you. And think grass. Shop fat ass glass. Think grass. Shop fat ass glass. I'm gonna have to DS the fuck out of this shit. Oh, Moon River, Joan Rivers, the rivers, counting flowers on the wall, that don't bother me at all. Playing solitaire till dawn with a deck of 51. Smoking cigarettes and watching Captain Kangaroo. Now don't tell me I've nothing to do. Last night I dressed in tails, pretended I was on the town. As long as I can dream, it's hard to slow this swinger down. If I was walking in your shoes, I wouldn't worry none. You can always find me here, having lots of fun. Counting flowers on the wall, that don't bother me at all. Playing solitaire till dawn with a deck of 51. Smoking cigarettes and watching Captain Kangaroo. Now don't tell me I've nothing to do. If I needed someone to love, you're the one that I'd be thinking of. If I needed someone, if I needed someone. I tried to please her. But she's not here. She's a big teaser. She just smokes all my weed. And she is imaginary, thankfully. But, well, not really, thankfully. Because, I don't mind sharing some weed, especially if there's booty involved. I really don't mind it at all. Sorry to sound crass or whatever, but, I'm not an asshole enough to be like, yeah, I'll share some weed with you. You give me some booty, But I'm saying if there's booty involved, I'd be more than happy to share my weed. Although, hey, thankfully, those days are gone because, weed is easy as fuck to find nowadays. You got $5, You could still get blunts and shit for $5, all day long. They all over the place. You can also get a gram of rosin for $90 fucking dollars. I mean, you can get grams of wax around here much cheaper than that. But, you know, I like going to the processor because I like the comfort of knowing what I'm putting into my own body. You know, the bitch of that is that I can't share my concentrates with friends. But, you know, most of my friends either get wax or, you know, shit out on from wherever they get it from, you know. And weed is so fucking plentiful, and we're allowed to share our flower and everything. And we do, you know. I've been gifted a bunch of flower since since we went legal here in Virginia, and I appreciate it. I appreciate you, baby. I fucking appreciate you greatly. It's gravy, baby. As it says in the book of Psalms, it's all gravy, baby. It is all gravy. And my phone keeps going off. And I don't know what it's about. I don't know what any of that's about. Take a toot. Go and put on a CD by the Roots. I lost my tooth. Or whatever that do. That's the great thing about these glasses is just, you know, they make me look smart. Kinda. You know? Like, okay now. The square root of 2 is pi. Wait. Pi? Yes. A pi. Derrube me warning of pi, techno junkies. Pi. The 3.14159 pi. Or whatever they say. Hi, give me some pie. That should be the universal greeting from now on. That is going to be my greeting from now on. Hi. Could you give me some pie? Although that could definitely be interpreted wrong depending on who I'm saying that to. So, hey girl, that dress is very becoming on you. But then again, if I was on you, I'd be coming too. Hey girl, you want to go out for pizza and a fuck? No? We can skip the pizza. Fuck, I can't even remember any of the other pickup lines. We used to have a bunch of them, like joke pickup lines. I had one homeboy, you know, we used to have these joke pickup lines, and you're not supposed to use those. You know, it's a joke. I made the mistake of, you know, telling one of my homeboys, and like, went down to the park, and like I actually walked up to her, and I think he used the dress is becoming thing on her, and got the shit smacked out of him, and rightfully so. You know, time and a place is jokes versus, you know, common decency, I guess. But hey girl, nice butt cheeks. See, that's what you're supposed to say. You're supposed to be all romantic and stuff and be like, hey girl, can I smack around them knockers? Not really. Again, I am being misogynistic ironically. Just be clear, you know. Sarcastically or jokingly, whatever you want to call it. I'm just having fun with a paw pit or whatever. I don't know what a paw pit is, but, you know. Get me some pound puppies. I could go for some pound puppies. You know, I might be a little bit psychotic, but the thing you might not know is that I'm also a little bit psychotic. Or am I? The world may never know. I am. A little bit. I am a little bit. I have all the perversion of Norman Bates with all the well wishes, I guess, of Mr. Rogers. And the silliness of the goofiness of Uncle Fester. Because that's how I be. Just a fat guy tester. Well, I guess I am a fat guy tester. I test myself all the time. I touched. Who said the quiet part out loud? I tested myself earlier. And yes, the quiet part was touch myself. I do. I touch myself because it'd be hard to do any, especially like bathing. It'd be really hard to get clean without touching yourself. I'm just saying, I mean, yeah, you put your soap on a sponge and then you got the sponge between your hand and your leg or whatever. But, you really should. Don't be afraid to touch yourself, You got to make sure you're real, Make sure you're genuine. Inspect yourself. Make sure that your mama didn't rip you off. You never know. You could just be a Chinese knockoff. Some of them are, pretty convincing. Unlike my pickup lines, because honestly, if I was to use a pickup line in real life, it would probably go something a little bit like, ha. I'm sorry to bother you. I'll see you later. Bye. Because she don't want to talk to me. And I'm sorry if, lack of self-esteem and confidence brings you down or whatever, It's cool. We all got our different things. Hey, girl, you want to come back to my place? Do a little role play? What do you say? I'll be a 12th I'll be a 12th level wizard orc with a magical sack. Can you be a wizard orc? Can an orc be a wizard? I don't know. No? Okay, then. I'm the mailman. Karl Malone? Hey, girl, you want to come back to my place? Playhouse? Come in, break out the old house on VHS and pop it in. House 1, House 2, and House 3. How do you be? Maybe afterwards we could go to the gate. In 1988. Wait, was that the year Beetlejuice came out, or was Beetlejuice 89? Beetlegeist. Beetlegeist. I don't know who needs to hear this right now, but Johnny 5, alive. Daryl. It's their time. Up there. Down here. It's our time. It's our time. Down here. But y'all float down here, Governor. What? I'm just saying random movie quotes and shit. Whatever. Give me some sugar, baby. Give me some gravy, baby. Milky cereal, baby. White lines blow away. Freeze. Rock. Sugar. Ah. 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 Free base. Fun, baby. 'Cause white lines blow away. Either up your nose or through your vein with nothing. Either up your nose or through your vein with nothing to gain except killing your brain. It don't ever come down free base. I am fucking dumb. I am fucking dumb. Well, I guess so. I'm always fucking myself, so I am fucking dumb. What do you guys want to talk about, you know? You guys need to speak up. I can't hear you. I can't hear you guys over there on your side of the TV. How do you be? Yes, I realize that some of you might be on a phone or a tablet, you know? Or maybe your mom's back, you know? Maybe you installed a little screen on your mama's back and you're watching me that way. I don't know. Maybe, you know, maybe you put a tablet down on your girlfriend's back and you're pretending like she's me. I question your taste if that's the case. But, you know, whatever puts a smile on your face. Sometimes I like to put a picture of my imaginary girlfriend on my other imaginary girlfriend's back and pretend like that's her, you know. I'm not creative enough to just, you know, pretend to be with the other one and then loosen up the fucking microphone thing, man. Now I'm like talking up to the sky. I feel like LL Cool J now. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. Mama said ask you out. All right, let me try to get this back up. Oh, man, I need more slack on this cable. There we go. There we go. And just like that, I got more slack on the cable. Ah. Oh, yeah. Now I can. Yeah. Okay, I figured out how to get this thing sideways. There we go. There we go. I think that's a little bit more aesthetically pleasing that way. How do you do? How do you do? I think we just found our position. Welcome to first position. This is how we audition, you know? Except it's covering up my beard. I'll grate my beard. How's it do? How do you do? How do you do? 1, 2, 1, 2. Where's my little dude? How do you do? How do you do? Little Mr. P, where you be? We got no TREATS to eat now. 'Cause it's like 4 o'clock in the evening. It's ain't the time for TREATS. You know we got a mystery to solve, so little dude, don't give me no sneak attack. And little dude, if you come through, you're still not gonna get no evening snacks. Brack, 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 toast. Or whatever. I literally have no idea what I'm doing right now. I'm just out here making a fool of myself out here. I am just making a fool of myself up here, hoping that I set the gain stage in all right this time, because what I'm hearing back in the headphones is not going to sound 100% even really close to what I'm going to hear through the studio monitors. So, we'll see, you know. That's why I'm in here just dabbing off this way, because, you know, that's kind of what I do. I gotta try to find some good old settings, find some good settings on here, and with that being said, I think we got enough. Yeah, we've been recording in here for like about an hour and 10 minutes. So thanks for sticking around for my psychotic, insane microphone test examples. Not really, well, examples for you guys, but, you know, for me, just trying to gain stage and goof around or whatever. I come to town and I know the sound. I wear no frown, but I do clown around. That's just how I get down. You know. So thanks for hanging out, and I will see you in whatever the next one is, as long as, you know, this video actually gets edited and uploaded or whatever. And, you know, yeah, so I'll see you in the next one. I love you, and bye. Bye, guys.